Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
DK, that was, if you're a South Africa fan, that was tough to watch.
Yeah, I think they would admit that right from the start, they had a good first over. Temba Bavuma got them off with a couple of good boundaries, was looking good till a couple of wickets. Well, we spoke about how important Quinton de Kock is. He actually, in many ways, used not the conditions, used the way he bats normally. He curbed himself, but kind of got out unluckily. You can't have your highest partnership being 23 and expect to score a lot of runs. The only partnership that they had to an extent was 23. 118 for 9, they're going to be struggling this game.
Yeah, Dooley struggling, right? They've been struggling this first half, and I know strange things have happened, but this is not one of the low and slow surfaces. We spoke about this in the com box. This is not a 118 surface.
No, certainly not. It might not be a 185, 190 surface, but it's certainly not 118. Australia bowled really well. Give them credit for that early on. I thought Bavuma's shot, we talked about it in the com box, he made it look like the ball hadn't bounced much, but he just missed one that went past the outside edge. Good one to get Fanzadusin early on. There's some good delivery, some indifferent batting. Australia just looked more up for it, and listening to commentary throughout as well, you got the sense from those who are at the ground that South Africa just looked timid, and that's the one thing that's been South Africa's big issue at these tournaments, these world tournaments, for time and time again. They've looked timid when they've needed to come out and just be a bit more aggressive, a bit more up front and in your face, and they just don't seem to have that ability. Quinton de Kock, I know these things can happen, but he wasn't even interested where the ball was gone. He didn't even look for where the ball had gone. He just sort of wandered around. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, it's gone into my stumps. There's little things like that when you've just got to be in the moment. You've got to be in the game. And from the sound of the commentary and from the look of what I saw on the television, they just weren't.
Yeah, DK, we'll of course talk about the Aussie bowling in just a second, but let's just talk about the South Africa batting. It's okay if you're out of form. It's okay when things are not going your way. But the one thing that is a non-negotiable and that depends on no other variables is your intent. And I think that's what Dooley's saying, and that's what everyone on comms was saying, is that South Africa was it just seemed like that intent was just not as boiling hot as you would like it to be.
I think at the start they showed intent. Bavuma showed intent. But what they're not used to and what comes out of experience when you play a lot of matches is what happens and how do you react when a couple of wickets fall around you? Do you need to attack still? Do you need to still, maybe take your time, take your team through? Let's take Quinton de Kock and Mumbai Indians. It's very simple for him. Even if the score is 0 for 4, he will keep attacking because he will believe in the number 7 and number 6 and number 8 batters to come and do a job for the team because he's seen it over and over and over again. Whereas when he plays for South Africa, they have a Klaasen, they have a Miller. These guys haven't set the world on fire in the opportunities they've got. They're good players. Let's not make any mistakes about that. So when you're not sure about your middle order, you need to change your game. Is Quinton de Kock somebody who can adapt to that? Maybe yes, maybe not. But today he tried, didn't work out. I just feel this is a clear example of sometimes this is what happens when you don't have too much experience playing the T20 format.